We've spent the past 6 months building this house, and it has pushed us to our limits more times than I can honestly count. In this episode, we're taking this house across the finish line, and that means completely finishing the interior. Paint, flooring, trim, cabinets, bathrooms. We have so much work ahead of us, which means we better get to work. It doesn't even look like the same house. These feel like real rooms now. Like I'm in the pantry. There's a lot of dust though. Step one's gonna be painting, and we're gonna do that today, but I think we have a bit of prep to do first.
Are you just rolling things to the door?
Yeah. Normally, I don't think I'd be very excited about cleaning up drywall dust, but I'm excited because once we clean the drywall dust up, we can paint. And that's the stuff that I've been really looking forward to. So, here we go. Cue the cleaning montage. I'm gonna try something that the internet recommended, which was just to use a leaf blower to knock the dust off the walls. And then we're gonna use a fan to hopefully suck it out of the house.
Does it count as a leaf blower if it's never been used for blowing leaves?
Construction blower.
Oh my gosh, Courtney.
It's working.
It is so dusty in here now. I'm watching the dust get sucked into the fan. Props to Courtney. That is a dirty, dusty, uncomfortable job that she's doing. Oh my gosh.
I have decided to spray the whole house because I think that while it's more prep to like fully tape all the windows and everything off, I think it's gonna actually make the painting process go faster.
Something that really surprised me was that having them full wrap the windows like this, where they take the drywall all the way around the corner, all the way to the edge of the window, and then mud and tape all of that, it didn't add anything to the bill. So it didn't cost us anything to do that. And now if we decide that we want to trim them out, we can, but we don't have to.
We started our paint prep at like 8 this morning. I think it's almost 3:30 and it's time to start painting.
I'm not an expert, I'm not pretending to be an expert, but the idea of putting a continuous sheet of plastic up and then putting drywall with paint over the top of it just seems like a bad idea to me. It creates a situation known as a double vapor barrier where you can get mold on the drywall. What is commonly done in our area is a vapor barrier primer where you put this special kind of paint on the drywall to try to just help keep water from permeating through the drywall into the wall cavity. So that's what we're doing.
Wow, babe, this is exciting.
You have 5 suit options. I want you to wear the one with the butt flap in it.
What? Let's see what I'm doing. Is the excavator ready to go?
Yeah, why?
Just checking. That is the fastest ceiling I've ever painted.
There was a point about a month ago where it was starting to feel like this was going to be a never-ending project. But now that we're painting, it's like we're finally moving on to the next step, the final steps, the fun part, the finishing. Courtney, this is exciting.
The camera's covered in paint.
What happened?
We ran out of paint. 5 gallons down.
Looks great, Courtney. You're doing an awesome job. First coat is done. Look at this. Wow. Courtney looks so good in here. I hope that you've looked up and admired.
Good morning. I think that we both woke up sore. Very sore.
I'm getting old.
Tired and feeling like maybe we're getting older than we used to. Back in our house flip days, we used to do this every day for like 16 hours a day, and we only worked like a I don't know, 8-hour day yesterday, and I was exhausted. Gosh, the walls look so good. They're just so perfectly like straight and clean and beautiful. And I'm gonna have to resist the urge to just start painting again because we actually need to do a little bit of caulking before we do our next coat of primer.
Oh, Courtney, I just got a picture of Oliver. He's baking a cake with Grandma.
So on the first coat, Courtney did the walls up and down, so now she's doing the walls left and right. If you had a hole in your butt, would you want to know? First room done, 9 minutes and 40 seconds. All right, we ended up using all but 2 gallons for both coats, so that's 18 gallons total of vapor barrier primer up on the walls. Now we just need to clean up and get ready for the next coat.
Our friend Virgil works at our local Mallory paint store. They sell Benjamin Moore paint, and he recommended this. It can get super beat up, it can get scuffed, scratched, it's scrubbable, but it's still a matte finish, which is my favorite finish to paint. So we're gonna give this paint a try.
This is so challenging. We can't see what we're doing at all. It's like, it's impossible to tell where we've sprayed and where we haven't and if it's thick enough. We're trying to back roll everything to make sure that it gets even and we don't have any spots we missed because we're trying to do it in one coat. Courtney is crushing it today. Like, I still can't really move my neck, so I've been only able to help at a limited capacity, but she's currently painting the last room, which is the primary bathroom, and then we are done painting the interior walls. Nice job, Courtney. You earned your shower today. We've gotten to the point in this project where it just feels like there is a lot left to do and that the project is never going to end. At least that's how I feel. I call myself an 80%er. It's like whenever I get to that 80% point, I'm kind of over the project, and the last 20% can be so hard for me. So today's project is receptacles. Courtney already helped me make all these boxes up. So all we have to do at this point is just wire them in. Just like in the last electrical video when I showed those Wago connectors for the first time, well, apparently now they're stocking receptacles with the same kind of connectors on them. So no more screwing, no more fiddling with looping the wire and tightening the screw. Theoretically, all I have to do, pushing the ground, oh my goodness, back in the box. There we go. One down, and I didn't actually count how many I have to do because I didn't want to know. It's an extra 23 cents a piece to cut the time to wire an outlet, I would say, into a third of what it takes to do a screw-on style one. I give it a thumbs up. You look really cool.
The biggest room in the house is fully painted. It's done. I'm feeling really motivated to finish this house right now.
It was not that long ago that it was nowhere even close. So now look at it in here.
Like, this room's ready for floors.
We're done with the drywall, we're done with the paint. What's next is that it's cold in here, and I don't see any reason we can't fire up the Mr. Cool heater and start heating the house. I am very, very glad that we left these cardboard cover thingies on while they painted and drywalled. I've gotten pretty used to just like bundling up when I come over here. This is the little cubby hole that goes into the linen closet where the air handler is. So this is our path for return air to efficiently get back to the air handler. And this is our vent cover.
Dada, dada.
Yes, Oliver. Yeah, we should probably drill a pilot hole, huh? That's a good idea. I already got the house dirty. Is it scrubbable? Oh, it comes right off. Oliver, buddy, you can draw with your markers on the walls. There's a Sharpie over there. Oh, I'm getting the big ductwork hooked back up again, but we're almost done. Well, I guess the final step is to hook the thermostat up for reals. My plan was to put it right here because I think if we put it right here, the air blowing out of the ducts is gonna blow over the top of it, and then the returning air coming into here will be right near the thermostat. That seemed like a good spot to me, so. Whenever we do house stuff, I'll be like, 48 inches is probably standard height, and then Courtney looks at it like, that's way too low. She always wants to put things like out of my mom's reach. All right, measure once, drill twice. Is there a double stud on the end and I just don't remember? I feel pretty silly about that, Courtney, I'm sorry. You're the paint patch pro. I think 3/4 of like building a house is just figuring out how to get the job done with what you have laying around, because if we went to the store every time we needed something, we'd never get anything done. Nope, come on, yeah! Okay. $70. Oh, there it goes. The heater's on. I can feel it.
Babe, this is huge. Does this feel like huge progress?
Yeah.
Today we are building a kitchen and I am so excited.
I cannot believe that it's kitchen day, guys. Started the heater. What'd you set it to? 62. Actually, that's pretty reasonable. Yeah, it's warming up in here fast too.
This is the official unboxing of a kitchen that I bought sight unseen on the internet on Black Friday.
These are the directions.
Are you gonna eat them? Why are you so predictable? What do you think?
Oh, you went with wood.
You like them?
That's gonna look so nice. It adds a lot of warmth. Like,
Look good?
Yeah.
Okay. This would be a lot easier if someone hadn't eaten my directions.
Nice.
Just get that little booby off.
First, we should measure to make sure it fits. 35 3/4. We forgot the thickness of the drywall. 36.5. Perfect.
That's exciting.
All right, one cabinet down, the smallest cabinet down. 12 to go.
What's in this cabinet?
This is the one that is gonna get moved depending on how these line up. The first one took forever, and we've been flying through them since then. Cabinets are all built, so it's time to start setting them. I've got the laser set up, and we're gonna start by finding which is the tallest cabinet, because then we can shim all the rest of them from there to get it level.
Whoa! Who's that?
Who's that guy? Ambition strikes exposed. Man in background, builds house offsite. No, that's my buddy Tyler. If you guys have seen the sawmill episode, he's the guy that did all the mobile milling at our house that we built our shipping container shop out of. And he's got a few days off of work, so he's here to help us knock some other projects out. So he's working on hanging doors while we work on assembling the kitchen. Sliding a shim in to make sure that when we put the screw in, it doesn't smash the cabinet. Look at that. Cabinet square.
Nice.
The oven going right here with the hood up above it. Coming down, we've got the sink right here, dishwasher right here. We have to have a filler strip here because otherwise there'd be no way for this door to have enough clearance to open or to open this drawer.
We have hung many upper cabinets over the years, and we've learned something for the sake of our marriage, which is that we should use ledgers. It's tempting to not put extra holes in the wall, but it just never goes well. Oh, gosh. Wow.
Nice. I am going to put the vanity light in before the vanity cabinet's in my way, but there's a problem. The problem is that there's supposed to be a box right here with electrical wires in it, and the drywallers missed it. When I stand like this and I look at it, there's a definitive bulge, like right here. There it is.
Oh my gosh. Today was one of the most productive days we've had on this house, like in a long time.
After somewhat of a frustrating yesterday, today was insane. We have all of the kitchen cabinets assembled, everything installed. We even have the bathroom vanities assembled and installed.
And that means tomorrow we move on to floors.
Floors, guys. We're finishing this house.
We are finishing this house. We are tired and sore and grumpy this morning.
I'm definitely grumpy.
The goal for today is just to do one thing at a time, and maybe we won't be so discouraged by the end of the day. Okay, because I'm painting so much trim, I'm gonna use the airless sprayer. It's just gonna make it go way faster. Finishing a project is always the hardest part, especially for Riley. I think for him, he gets most of his fulfillment out of figuring out how to do something the first time.
What time is it?
It's time to paint a lot of trim.
Four pieces down, 100 to go. You good?
Mm-hmm. Whoa. We'll have it figured out by the last one. This is that same Scuff-X paint that Virgil had recommended, and I'm using it on the trim too, so that hopefully it's super durable.
For me?
For you. It's a gift.
What's falling from the sky?
It's snowing. It was supposed to be sunny today. This was supposed to be the perfect day to paint trim, and it's snowing.
We are done with the trim. Come check it out.
Okay, painting the trim was not that bad.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna take us all day. So the other day, I measured off of the sliding glass door in the living room and the sliding glass door in the back bedroom, and then snapped a chalk line down the hallway to make sure that the flooring is straight throughout the entire house. And we're gonna start laying floors. Do you remember what the trick to opening these boxes is? Or do you just have to be a caveman? Are you helping me lay floors? We're using the exact same flooring we put in our barn dominium apartment. First piece going in.
No.
I can't believe we're walking into this daydream.
First piece in. There.
Feels like a miracle. Can't wait to wake up with you every day.
I'm making progress, and I'm hopeful that it's gonna pick up the pace a little bit here. All right, next piece.
I'll always fight for you. I'll always fight for you.
Today started rough, and I feel like we are ending on such a good note.
Yeah, I agree.
I am so proud of us. Nice job, team. Oh man, we have big plans for this week, including hopefully getting signed off on our electrical inspection, flooring, trim. Anyways, I'm super excited. Something that I've been wanting to do for a long time now is to deal with this brick wall. If you guys watched the videos about repairing this foundation, we reused quite a few of the old bricks, which means that none of them match. And then also our waterproofing membrane is not UV stable and it's black. So I'm gonna try to paint our foundation all one color. We're gonna give it a shot. I think I just roll it on. All right, see you in a few hours.
All right, Oliver and I have been working on finishing up the electrical in here, outlets, switches, and I think it's time to try the lights for the very, very first time. Can you flip the switch right here?
Yeah.
No? Why aren't the lights on? No?
No.
No, why aren't the lights on? Let's try this one in here in the bathroom. Hey, Oliver, that one works, all right. Why aren't the other ones working? That's why they're not working. I've got one more switch to put in. Okay, take 2. Courtney, why don't they work?
How many problems have you fixed and this lights still don't work?
It's been one of those days. Good morning. Today it is all hands on deck, literally. My friend Steven's over here. He's working on the deck band board across the front of the house here, or deck ledger board. That's gonna be what the deck attaches to on the house and getting all the flashing done. Tyler and Courtney are inside working on flooring and trim, and I'm gonna be running around all over the place trying to help everyone out. Another upgrade to the job site today is that we rented a scissor lift for the week. Step 1, I just need to figure out how to get it started. I came down here and I tried to start it, and every time I try to move, it dies. Seems like it's out of gas. And it takes gas or propane. Propane says full, valve's open, gauge says full. Oh, now we're running on propane. Now it works. Pretty sure it's out of gas and I had to switch it to propane. It runs on either gas or propane. What you got? Oh, you don't need that anymore.
It's so warm in there. I keep forgetting how cold it is out here till I come outside.
Is it nice?
I'm gonna go back inside.
Never in my wildest dreams did I think we were gonna be putting up the rest of this metal cell siding in January, but it has been a super mild winter and here we are. So the plan on this house is that we're going to have a wraparound deck that comes all the way. It's gonna be the full width of the house on this side and then wrap around over here to the front door. So before we can get the siding put up, we have to get the deck ledger board, just like this one, put up down on this side. Yep. It's going so well until it wasn't. Aw, man. What are you working on, Courtney?
Oh, painting and painting more. Right now I'm painting most of the doors that are gonna go in the house.
Nice. Wow. Okay. Same piece. Oh, Tyler, have you considered flooring as a career?
No, I'm retired. The last class I come out of.
I'm working on getting the light set up so that when it gets dark tonight, we can actually see what we're doing. Basically, there should be 3 recessed can lights in this hallway, but there's only 1 wire poking out. So the drywallers hid the other wires up here somewhere, and now we get to find them. But I was prepared, and I made a diagram of where all the lights go before they came. So we're doing this one right here.
Okay.
So theoretically, there's wires stapled to this framing up behind that.
What if you hit the wires?
So if I hit the wires, this fancy hole saw is like diamond abrasive, and it doesn't cut wires, it only cuts drywall. Aha!
Oh.
Woo!
Wow.
Boom.
Nice job.
Take that, drywallers. You tried to hide my wires, and I still found them. I'm not complaining, though. They did a great job, and it looks amazing.
It is a family affair this morning. It's only like 10 a.m., so the floors are done, and I got the doors painted yesterday, so we got those back in, and I think I'm gonna teach myself how to do trim now.
Next task on the electrical list is to get all of our recessed can lights hooked up. These are these LED puck lights that basically we just cut a hole in the drywall. These little clips, clip it in, they go boop into the hole, and then boop into the hole. And then this junction box here, we wire in here. So when I did all the electrical, all I had to do was loop the wire where I wanted each one of these lights, and then the drywallers just cut a hole for the light, and then I'm going back, I can precisely measure where I want the hole, drill the hole, and it makes all the lights look super nice. Boom, hole cut. Knock the knockout out of the box. This is a bushing that's got a clamp that holds the wire tight. Pop that into the knockout. Plug in our light. And all we do is just set this box up here in the ceiling like that. This kitchen exhaust vent has been just rattling relentlessly in the wind. I think it's because our plumbing's not hooked up yet and there's air that's coming in the plumbing system, and then the pressure is pushing the flapper vent out. So hopefully it goes away once the plumbing's hooked up, but I'm gonna go tape it shut so that it stops flapping because it is getting so annoying.
Good morning. I feel like we have been making so much progress on this house, and I kind of wanted to bring you guys up to update on the inside. A huge thanks to Tyler. The floors are now done. He and I were able to get them done in, I think, 2.5 days, which is amazing. And then I decided to tackle something that I've been really intimidated by. So previously in all of our renovations, Riley always did all the trim work and I did all the painting. And last night I decided I wanted to learn how to do the trim. So I had Riley give me a little lesson, and then he went outside to work on electrical, and I just got to it. And I haven't caulked anything or filled any of the holes yet, but I trimmed this door out. Once I got the doors done, I trimmed out this closet, and then things were going pretty well, so I just kept going. I love the trim step. It's my favorite transformation. My saying is like, you can put $1 million into a room, but until you put the trim on, it's not gonna look finished. So that's the goal for today, is to get all the trim done inside. Let's get to it.
Steven absolutely crushed it yesterday. We got 1/3 of this wall sided, which means it's time to move on to the accent wall. We're doing this accent strip in a super cool material. This is a product that Metal Sales calls Core 10 weathering steel, and this is in vertical seam. So this would normally be used like a standing seam roof, but we're gonna be installing this horizontally on the side of the house to break up the texture and the color. And the idea of this steel is that you just go ahead and let it rust, and once it's fully rusted, it seals itself and stops rusting. There is a problem though, which is that that product is meant to go up on the roof, and all of the ways that they do it, all the clips, all the fasteners, all the trims, it's all meant for the roof. And now we kind of have to reinvent the wheel a little bit to figure out how to put it up on the wall, but I think we have a plan. Dude, that's gonna look sweet though. So if you guys don't know who Steven is, Steven and his wife Jessica have the Instagram page, Pappy Days Ranch. They're a great local Instagram page to us, and he had some time in his schedule this week, so he came out to help us with siding, because he likes to hang out in the cold and have really cold fingers. Okay, moment of truth. Oh, we're golden.
I think that the reason I was so stressed out about doing trim is I just didn't want to mess it up. And then I realized like everyone has to have a first time doing something for the first time. And so I'm really glad that I finally have decided to learn how to do trim, because it's actually really rewarding.
So there it is. That clip holds the leading edge, and then the tailing edge clips over the top of it. Oh, it's going. Nice. Nice job, Steven.
Riley may or may not be stuck in the closet right now. Oh, I got it. Hey, we got a door.
We got a door. Can you throw me my gloves that are sitting on top of the cart in there? I think you can just throw them out the window. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, is that lining up good then?
That lines up perfect. This winter has been super duper mild. Like, we've just had lots of rain, very little snow, but a lot of gray. This is like, what, the second or third sunny day all winter? Yeah. It's so nice to be outside in the sun. Either the windows level or the siding's level. Or neither.
You can call call into Courtney through this. She's right there.
Hello there. Can you hear me? Like a pro. Look at that straight line on the cut too. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Look at that miter. Yeah, it looks good. I can put up metal siding, but this guy's a wizard at metal siding. What do you think?
I think I really like the tubby arm hanging out. We should just leave it.
the bath vent just kind of like.
So I can't get a good shot of the woman doing the woman's work over here.
What's the woman's work? Painting?
Standing in the painting. Now you've been crushing it, Courtney.
I trimmed this whole house out. Like 2 days ago, I'd never done trim before ever. And I did the whole house.
It looks amazing.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest, I think Courtney might have put me out of a job. Like I used to do all the trim work and she's doing a better job than I ever did. There's even trim on the inside of the pantry. Oh, good call. I got the camera going. So now that the flooring's in, we can also get the kitchen finished up. So I've got pieces of toe kick that go in that finish off these cabinets. You're gonna finish that and I'm gonna finish this.
Does that mean we need like his and hers nail guns now? Guys, I'm really feeling like the finish line is totally visible at this point, which is crazy. Riley's wrapping up the last few things with electrical today so that hopefully we can pass our electrical inspection tomorrow. And while he works on that, I'm gonna work on finishing up the trim work inside. So I've always done white baseboards and then I just use Alex Plus caulk, which is white, to caulk all of the seams. But because we did the trim darker, I really don't wanna have to like paint everything that I caulk. So we're gonna try using tintable caulk. It's already really thick. How are you supposed to shake that? Shake, yeah.
Question, why did Oliver just hand me a permanent marker in our finished house?
Oh gosh. I think we'll start in a closet so that if it looks horrible, it doesn't really matter. Oh. It's definitely a little thin, but it color matches like perfectly, so do I use it? You're here just in time. Do you think it's gonna work?
I think it's gonna come flying off of there. I think you need much stronger than
It's shaking it.
Or you're just trying over? Well, while Courtney finishes up some other details in the house, I'm gonna get started on tiling this shower, starting with the backer board for the tile. This is either genius or a terrible idea. Is it waterproof?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, we're back. It's time to start tiling this shower. We are using these 2 foot by 4 foot tiles, which means that this entire shower is only gonna have 8 tiles. I bought this suction cup that claims it can hold 88 pounds. There we go. So now we should be able to, whoa! That's terrifying. These large tiles require a lot of mortar. So it's important that the lines all be lined up with each other in a way that you can work the air out. So vertical here, because I'm gonna start with the tile on the bottom and I'm gonna push it in, which should make the air go out these channels. Okay, now we back butter the tile to make sure that we get mortar working into all these little grooves on the tile. And that way we're sticking mortar to mortar and we get good adhesion on both. All of a sudden I don't trust it. That looks pretty darn good though. We are 1/8 of the way done because there are 8 tiles. Spin doctors.
Collaborate and space them.
That was funny. A little shimmy shake, try to work all the air out. Whew, okay. Oh, it's cold. It's 21 or 22 degrees Fahrenheit out today, so 10 below freezing. And the method I'm gonna be using to cut these large format tiles is the old-fashioned grinder. Wish me luck. Question is, am I brave enough to try and just score it and snap it? I didn't buy any extra tiles, so let's find out. Wow, this stuff's strong. There it goes. Kinda worked. Probably won't do that again. All right. It's so cold out here right now. And now for the most challenging cut of the whole project, the cut for the shower valve. Have to almost be there. Whew, all right, it's not the prettiest hole, but it's a hole. I am warming up my hands because they are absolutely frozen. I don't know what it means when water starts freezing to your hand, but it can't be good.
That the pattern goes
One
into
piece.
the niche.
One piece without breaking it.
Job.
I've got my Build It blend coffee this morning. You can get yours over at ambitionstrikes.com. I'm gonna need it because it's an early morning. I'm headed over to get a few things done before the electrical inspector gets here. He should be here in about an hour or so. And fingers crossed, we pass our final electrical inspection. Okay, so here's a quick little snapshot of how I've done all these exterior lights and outlets. Basically, I hole sawed the siding out to make room for this box so the box could flush mount. We caulked around the edges. I don't love that it relies on a caulk joint for waterproofing, but it's also the cleanest way I could figure out how to get electrical boxes installed on this corrugated siding. All right, light goes on. Okay, moment of truth. Hey, all right, exterior lights are done. And that means that all I have left to do before the inspector gets here is to label the panel, and I'm ready for my final inspection. All right, there goes the inspector, guys. Courtney, bad news. Bad news.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. How bad?
It's gonna take him at least an hour to email us the thing that says we passed.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That's like, you worked so hard on that. Does it feel just like surreal?
It feels so good to pass. Like, I wired this house myself. I did all of the electrical work myself. I got the permit and I passed.
We're about to have a real flushing toilet in this house, and then I'm not gonna have to go outside to use a porta potty. So excited.
So, all right, I'm gonna go turn the water on. Courtney's gonna yell at me if there's any problems.
Okay, I hear like water and all the air. Riley, turn it off! The bathroom shower valve is off, but water was coming out the tub spout hole.
Could this be upside down? I don't think it's possible, but... Oh, I suppose it could be upside down. Really?
Did you read the instructions?
All right, well, before I put it the rest of the way together, I'll go turn the water on again. Ready?
Yeah.
Woo!
The past few weeks have been insane. When I set the goal at the beginning of this video that we were going to finish the house by the end of the video, I'm going to be honest that saying that out loud was really scary. I honestly didn't know if we were going to be able to pull it off. So thank you guys for bearing with us. I know that we didn't post a lot of videos in January, but that's because we were here every single day working on this house, and I'm so proud of Riley and all of the problem solving and the designing of the house. I mean, he was our engineer, he was our architect, he was our builder. Like, I am so proud of what we built. and I can't wait to show you guys the inside. I'd also like to give a huge thanks to Mr. Cool for sponsoring this video and this whole build series. There's no way we could have done this build without their support. So thank you so much. We truly believe in the Mr. Cool products. We've been using them for 4 years now, and I can honestly say that they've changed our lives. If you guys would like to shop the complete lineup of Mr. Cool products and upgrade your home today, you can head to the link in the description below. Let's give you guys the full tour. Riley built us a beautiful staircase that's going to work amazing until the ground's not frozen. And then the plan here is a big wraparound deck and a covered awning over the front doors. We decided instead of doing gutters, we did these rain chains, and I absolutely love the way they turned out. A huge thanks to Steven for helping us finish that siding. I don't think there's any way we could have done that wall without him. And now there are some really big surprises hiding inside that you guys haven't seen. So let's check out the inside.
Welcome to my crib. No. All right, welcome to the inside of the house, guys. I absolutely love the way that this room turned out, and I love the tall ceilings and all the natural light that's in here. Like even on a cloudy day like today, up at the peak up there, it's just over 13 feet, and then at the lowest point, it's just under 8 feet. We did a lot in this video, but something that we didn't do in this video that we're gonna show you guys in a separate video that's coming out next week is these concrete countertops and the countertops in the bathrooms. We decided to make an entire video about the process of how we did these, but I love the way they turned out. I love just like this natural raw feeling. We got a giant pantry. There's going to be a refrigerator here. This island, all these countertops, room for a dishwasher, a full-size oven, another big window that's got more mountain views out that way. Like, it's so cool to see all of my ideas that I had from like the computer now in reality.
It's crazy to think of the tiny mobile home that was here before and how like dark and dungeony and small it was, and to be able to build this, like it's incredible. So this is the first bathroom, and I think my favorite part of the countertop videos that's coming out next week is actually what we did for the bathroom counters. So you're definitely gonna wanna watch that because I feel like this was one of the biggest budget hack, time, money saving things we could have done in this house. But here's the bathroom. It turned out amazing. So we kind of designed this in mind for guests or kids, depending who lives here. This fiberglass insert, like we've never put a fiberglass insert in a house before. I thought it was gonna not look good, but the way we tiled this inset to match the counters, I think it turned out really nice.
I think that from here, you'd think that was tile.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not tile, this is plastic, but I think it turned out amazing. And I love the way that the bathroom vanities match the kitchen. So the plan in the hallway, we've got our Mr. Cool in here, and then this would be kind of like linen closet. And then over here would be where the washer and dryer go. So there's enough room to do either like a single combo unit, or you could do a stacked one. And the thinking was like, this is a little bit of your laundry room across from the washer and dryer, kind of take advantage of this hallway. Then we have 2 bedrooms. On this side, we have the guest bedroom, second bedroom. This could also be an office. In this one, Riley designed a little nook that could be for either like kids' bunk beds, it could be for a desk. It really just depends on what someone wants to use that room for. And then this room is the primary, and you guys, the amount of natural light in this room is insane. Probably because we live in such a small bedroom, this primary to me feels massive. I mean, it's like ginormous. And then the walk-in closet, everything about it is totally usable because they're big enough. And the sliding glass door that's gonna eventually go out to a deck. You could put a hot tub out there, that'd be pretty cool. And then probably my favorite room in the whole house, especially if you consider like the befores and afters and that this house used to only have 1 bathroom, is how the primary bathroom turned out. This bathroom is huge. Look at the ceilings in here. Like, I love that we went full height with the ceilings. It feels massive. This is only an 1,100 square foot house, and this bathroom feels huge. Full walk-in shower with glass. Riley is like a tile ninja, and these large format tiles turned out incredible. We went back and forth on the single or double sink, and we decided just to do 1 sink. You get to have this view while you wash your hands, and then there's tons of counter space. I love this bathroom. I would just like spend all day in here. Did you ever think we were gonna build a house?
No, never ever. Like, we built an entire house.
A huge thanks to everyone who helped us on this build. We couldn't have done it without Andy and Tyler and Steven. Like, thank you. And my brother, thank you guys so much for the help. What are the plans for this house? You guys ask almost every video, and honestly, we didn't answer because we didn't know when we first bought this property. Our plan was just to sell it when we were done, but we've been talking a lot lately about an Airbnb.
I love the way this house turned out. I don't want to sell it, but it'd be really cool to be able to share it with other people. And I think hosting an Airbnb would be fun.
So I don't know, drop in the comments below. Would you guys stay here if this house was on Airbnb? We've got a lot of great content coming up for you guys, including pond content, bulldozer content, off-grid mountain living content, and our biggest project we've ever tackled.
The barge. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. What do you do there, Oliver? Yeah, that's where you eat, huh?